Wow, that's a really terrible filter. I wonder if I can change it while I'm live. That's horrible. Okay, so do you know what the hardest thing is about what I do? I'll let you know in a second. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Belinda, and I'm very passionate about helping people recover from autoimmune problems, thyroid issues, sleeping issues, energy issues, hormonal imbalances, and so much more. And one thing that I learn over and over and over again is that I can literally only help people who want my help. When I have friends and family who sometimes ask advice, or it just comes up in conversation, sometimes they are really not really asking for advice. They're not really asking for help. And even if I know something that can help them, it can be a real struggle. Because, you know, I desperately want to help my friends and my family. But sometimes they're not actually ready to make the steps that are needed to get their health back on track. And it can be really disheartening sometimes, but I can literally only help people who want help. Okay, so that's kind of why if you are a close friend of mine, sometimes when we're having a conversation, I'll just you know, take a step back and and kind of not respond the way I normally would if I was with a client or on a Facebook Live or on a Zoom call, simply because, you know, if they really want my help, then they will say, hey Belinda, what can you actually do to help me? And that's when they're ready to make a change. So it can be really frustrating because, you know, I'm sure you've had friends and families that have had issues that you might know a solution to, okay? But sometimes people aren't ready, and they come to me when they're ready, okay? When they're ready, the teacher appears. But it can be really frustrating, I know, for a lot of people when you know something that can help someone, but they aren't really ready to listen, or they aren't really ready to make a change, or they're really not really asking for advice, even though they've asked the question. They don't really want to hear the solution, or they like look at you as if you're a loony, because it can be really disheartening. But ultimately, when people are ready to make a change, I will still be here, and I can only help people who want to be able to take control of their health in their time, okay? And that might be that, you know, they're waiting to get some of their health things back on track, or they're waiting to get finances in order, or they're waiting until, you know, whatever that is. But people can only they're only ready to make a change when they are, and each person happens in their own time. Because I've had people who I've spoken to, you know, 6, 12 months, 2 years ago, okay, and they weren't ready back then, okay, but they come to me and go, okay, now what can I do? And, you know, that's when they're ready. So anyway, let me know if you have experienced this. You know, maybe you are an expert in some areas, and you've had similar things happen where friends and family just weren't ready to make that change, or they kind of looked at you as if you're a quack. You're a crazy lady. What are you talking about? You know, so have you experienced that? Anyway, let us know down below. Have an awesome day. Bye.